So sometimes it boils down to the people I work with. Their only source of pride is what they do and how well they can pay that rent and support their family, send them to school. I mean, there's lots of other things I could talk about racism in my industry, but it's that's pretty, as far as my industry goes. The racism has nothing to do with healthcare. So anyway, that's about all I have to say. I could probably answer questions or give you my thoughts anyway. I can't give you any facts. Here's the intellectuals and the academics who are absolutely essential in this fight. And I guess I'm representing those people who vote from their gut, just like our former president. So anyway, that's about all I have to say. Maybe I can offer you more in the question and answer period. Thank you.
No, Shed, that was extremely helpful, because if it was just about laying out the facts, we'd have solved all these problems, right? Because the research has been done. So culture, ideology, group dynamic, most people vote by their gut. It's a very small fraction that do all this research, etc. So this is, we're not going to have cultural revolution unless we understand why people are where they are. So I think that was a great way to end the panel part and to have a discussion. So questions for anyone on the panel or the whole panel? And we can give Gene, if the ceremonial right to the first question, if you like it, or he can pass.
Well, my question is always, and I think Shed speaks to it, how do we make people aware that everybody has to have health care, period, no exceptions? And how do we change it? Because we have successfully, as an American society, kept ourselves the most backward nation as far as health care is concerned in the developed nations. I have fantastic health care coverage because I have fantastic insurance. Most people don't have that. So how do we as a society, we are a community, why are we as a nation such a short-sighted community that we can't figure out that it's needed by everybody?
Go ahead, Kelly.
You know, I have a question for you, Shed, on that. How many of your workers vote?
I've had this discussion. The one employee I've had this year, no, not this year, last election, every once in a while I'll have an employee who is sort of interested, and we talk politics, and we talk healthcare, and we talk everything, and I make him go down and register and vote. So, one at least.
So one of my points is that, you know, you can't talk about the healthcare system in the United States. They talk about we're 37th in the world, but we don't have one healthcare system. If you look like me, and if you have my resources, you have a vastly different healthcare system than if you look like Shed's employees or frankly, the people that I take care of in my clinic. And you know, we can't talk about, you know, if you look like me, your infant mortality rate's around 5.8 or something. If you're African American as a group, your infant mortality is around 16. So I did a graph one time of where that infant mortality would fall on all countries in this hemisphere, and it's way down the list. It's somewhere between Honduras